Hi everybody, it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface, part of TGN, Total Gaming Network, and I'm at domination point for part 11 of the Dominance Offensive. It's getting to that kind of number now, which was up there with the levelling up vids from 85 to 90, just one massive difference. This is actually fun. And we've been summoned to Valley of Emperors by Lor'themar Theron. I said that it didn't feel like his part of the achievement or storyline was over by any stretch when I did the last video in Magogia. And lo and behold, we start off with him. And he's given us 2 tasks, that's all so far. We've got to kill 10 of these Karun Mogu. There's 2 different types. There's the Mutilators and the Shah Weavers. And then secondly, we've got to collect 3 different lots of documentation. And to help us along the way, we get a couple of Belfs for our trouble. A couple of NPC non-controllable Belfs which just help out with some damage. And as you can see, all the Mogu, all the Karun are level 90 elites, but they don't pose any problem at all for us, to be perfectly honest. Now then, the second quest is slightly misleading because the quest text reads as if all 3 pieces of the documentation drop off the Mogu itself, but they don't. Because the Karuni orders drop from the Mutilators, which I think I get off this guy hither. Yeah. The artifact drops from the Shah Weavers, and the legacy of the Karun doesn't drop at all. It's actually a scroll that looks like one of the scrolls that you clicked when you were doing the Law Walker achievement, which gives you the flying disc mount, which just looks absolutely incredible. And it took me a little while to sort that out, and it wasn't helped by the fact that a patch had been applied to the PTR, which had totally screwed it up. I was crashing every couple of minutes. It was awful. Absolutely horrific. So I ended up abandoning this whole quest line and coming back to it the next day, when hopefully the servers were a little bit more stable. They weren't. It took a few days for them to level out. They seem to be okay at the moment. I didn't crash at all yesterday, which I was pretty happy about. But anywho, you don't need to hear me waffling on about server stability. So I've killed 8 so far. I'm on to the 9th Karun, and I believe I killed 2 birds with 1 stone, because when I kill the 10th Mogu, when I kill that Shah Weaver over there, I believe it also drops the artifact as well as being the completion of the first quest, which was rather nice. I do like it when things are nice and tidy. And here we go. Thank you. So as I was saying before, yeah, the legacy of the Karun turned out to be a scroll which is down at the bottom there by the altar. There we go. Right click onto that and you actually pick it up. So let's hand those quests in. I handed one of them in during one of the crash phases, and we go off to the boss now. And the boss is bugged. Just like everything else so far on the PTR. But that's what a PTR is for. There we go. Have a crash, Az. Thank you very much. Because what we're meant to do is we're meant to pound this boss until it's on little bit of health and then capture it. But what it does is it dies. It doesn't trigger that phase unless it's on an absolute minuscule bit of health, and you can't prevent the 2 Belf NPCs from finishing him off. I stopped doing my dot damage and just start doing direct damage in a little bit. But yeah, and he puts this Shah grip on you which completely immobilizes you, but because he dies, it stays on you indefinitely. So I had to wait for him to respawn, kill me, so I came back without the Shah grip, and then put my pet into a situation completely away from here where things would attack my pet till it died to get the Shah grip off that, because every time I summoned it, it still had the grip. Ball ache, but never mind. Managed to finish it in the end, and there we go. So I hope you enjoyed this part. I'm going to be back later today, straight away, with the next part. So hope you enjoyed the vid. Please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.